And this is Dying of Exposure. This is Noontime Nostalgia, and we're getting into Chrono Trigger here. This is my first time streaming a video game. I don't really know what to do. So, for those that want to join me, join me. For those that don't, you're not watching this video anyway. These noontime nostalgia game streams, first starting off with Chrono Trigger, will go up to the Dying of Exposure YouTube channel over the next several days. But yeah, we'll be doing it weekly, Thursdays at noon. Make sure I get my sound right. There we go. And now we can get into it. I'm using an Xbox One controller. Let's see. Graphics, original. Oop, nope. Do high resolution, and let's start off the game. We are definitely going to stick with the normal names. So I've played Chrono Trigger several times before, and I always change up the names ever since I was a child, and they were names like Butt and Boobs and Penis, all the way to me being an adult. Just kind of sticking with the classics, but Chrono Trigger is too classic for me to be like messing around too much with it. Yes, Chrono is correct. I haven't probably played this game in at least a decade or more. Love that fair, God, just the feelings of looking at things panning back and forth. Just so good. Chrono. Come on, sleepyhead. So I used to get woken up by my mother for school. I used to be able to sleep through multiple alarms. I'm half deaf, so it's pretty normal for me to be able to just plow through alarms or bells. The Millennial Fair, by the way, is obviously a fair where every one of us, as a millennial myself, discusses our feelings in a safe space, and then we eat very complicated snack foods and tapas while continuing not to be able to afford any kind of property and having most of our voting ignored by a gerrymandered voting system. So, this should be a pretty exciting fair. It should be pretty good. Mom's moving pretty slow. It's the arthritis. All right, I'm up. What's going on in here? I love that he shakes his head when like you keep trying to run into a thing. He's like, no, there's nothing there. Ooh, natural light. Close that window. Open that window. Close that window. That's very nice. I don't know if I ever knew about that. Alright, one of the big things here, before we get into the conversation with Mom, one of the big things here is that we need to be smoking some hookah. I smoke shisha. I game most of the time, and I do think it is an important part of my gaming experience. What is good, MC117? What's good, man? What's good? Thank you for joining me. I'm just getting into Chrono Trigger here, but I did not line up my hookah situation correctly. I should probably put the Twitch chat in the video next time, so that, yeah, no, super cardinal sin, MC117, I agree. But yeah, I decided to do a JRPG for my first game stream because it doesn't require me to hold the controllers very continuously. I think the up-res on this, of course, Steam, and I will probably play them, notoriously has these terrible Final Fantasy up-reses for like 4, 5, and 6. And they look awful, like they did such a bad job, and it's so confusing because Chrono Trigger looks great. It looks, you know, it's 16-bit, and it looks 16-bit, and it feels good, and yeah, like, there is no need. I mean, God knows the indie market is filled with games desperately trying to look like this at this point. So, I don't think there was any need to try and smooth out the sprites and whatever they did. Probably some cell phone game company to up-res or to port the Final Fantasies over. It's just funny because they're both made by Square. So yeah, if you see my hands furtively moving, but Chrono is not furtively moving, then you know what's up. So I used to be in a video game cover band, and we played a series of Chrono Trigger songs, the battle theme, the time theme, the overworld theme, yeah, it was definitely a big influence on what I liked in music in general. It's got one of the best soundtracks ever made. What's up, boys? Thank you for joining. You are watching a very still Chrono Trigger as I wrap up setting up my hookah. So that I can smoke while I play. But yeah, this I believe is the PlayStation version. I don't know which one Steam got. This Chrono Trigger, I believe this is the Steam release of Final Fantasy Chronicles or the Chrono Trigger package bundle that happened on the PlayStation. I think that's the one that they redid. It's got the cutscenes in it, so I think it's the PlayStation version. Yeah, the FMVs, yeah. Which I'm excited for. I played the PlayStation version like once. I had it on Super Nintendo back when I was a kid because I was all about that JRPG life. Because I didn't have friends, and then I'm not saying that people who play JRPGs can't have friends. I'm saying people that don't have friends can absolutely play JRPGs. And so I didn't have a lot of friends as a kid, and got into it that way. Oh, by the way, for the people in the room, how's the sound balance? Because I can't really hear if I'm coming through clean or if the game is good. Yeah, this AT 2020 is pretty good. Okay, I'm just gonna remember that this is where I kept things. I peek a little bit here and there, but nothing past like -2. Yeah. Yep, AT 20. It's so good. And it's so reasonably priced. It's basically like buying a better Yeti. Which is really funny. For those of you that came here to, well, I mean, there might only be 2 people watching. I don't know how many people are in the room. I haven't set OBS to look at that yet, but streaming with some OBS. Made my own little Chrono Trigger overlay last night. Now I'm getting into this hookah bowl, and then we're gonna get started. Really exploring my beautiful world. Oh, Chrono Trigger. Would that I could be a young teenager again. I mean, like, I was super depressed and sad and lonely, so I don't want that. Yeah, I am a fucking nerd, Shane. I am a fucking nerd. Also, welcome. Welcome. You know I'm an old man when I'm like, what am I gonna stream for my first game? You know, like Overwatch maybe, or Apex or something like that. You know, something that came out within the last few years. Nah, fuck that. Chrono Trigger. All right. We are good to go on the hookah. That's gonna start warming up. I love you too, Shane. Okay, we are back at it again. You haven't finished it? That's real sad, because it's good. It's also shorter than people remember. It's only like 19 hours. What's up, Cloth and Pop? Welcome. Welcome. Okay, we're gonna get started. First things first, cat jumps. Cat jumps. Get them jumps in, you athletic, lazy motherfucker. Get that cat to jump. Like, I am a serious cat person. It's about time, by the way. You're gonna see, oh dear, what was her name again? That character that I want you to be able to rename if you need to. Like I said at the beginning with Chrono, I'm just gonna keep the names as they are. I was just the right age when this came out to just name everyone the most juvenile things. I'm sure I called one of the women boobs. It's childhood sexism at its worst. But I'm sure I called one of the men penis. And then I'm sure Robo Penis, if I could have fit it in there, would have gone in for Robo. But it will remain Luca. Yes, Luca is correct. That's right, Luca. Yeah, it's splitting me weird on the audio. I gotta go into it. I don't know why it's doing that when I get to the recordings. So you'll have to use 2 headphones for this first one. Okay. Here, I'll look down at the stream monitor so I can more easily glance over at the thing. Yeah, I'm sure I could. I just don't know. I'm learning as I go with this whole streaming thing. I ruined the audio of our D&D session just this last Tuesday by accidentally leaving both my desktop and the individual NDI stream source mics on, so they're echoey as hell for like the first hour and a half of it. Mom. Yeah, remember, you gotta check everything. This is JRPG. You gotta check everything. Anything in the house could be a source of money, of gil. You know what? Let's keep it bright in here. Let's keep it bright. Probably smells like dank teenager. It definitely smells like dank teenager up there. So one of the things that was exciting about Chrono Trigger is this kind of like, the town is also the overworld map. I always loved that, and not a lot of games do that, and I think it's a really good way, honestly, to simplify the amount of like assets you need. Making maps incarnate for D&D. I have begun to recognize trying to like line up buildings rather than just have them in groups. It also makes the town feel bigger, because it's not like I'm like, oh, I go to this residence and then I'm in this whole neighborhood. I can see the neighborhood. The only building in that section of the neighborhood I go into is the residence. Yahtzee ass stove. Or Nazi ass stove. Yeah. Yeah, it's questionable. It's questionable. I'm not gonna deny it. What's up, guy? It's been long enough that I don't remember a lot of the interior plot moments. Like, I know all the big beats and all of the characters and everything like that. but it's been at least 10 years. What am I? I'm almost 38, so 28. God, it's probably been closer to 15 since I played this. Well, that was me unhappy as now as I'll ever be. You know what? That's a great place. If you're at the happiest you've ever been in life, and you know it, sitting, staring at your very, like, running in place aerobics husband, that's pretty good. Gross. Yeah, no foreshadowing there. Yeah, everything will go well, Shane. That's clear. Okay, this is my house. This is a different residence. What's up? I'm just in your house. Hey, how you doing? Everyone's got that. Let me mash A on everything until I get used to what does and doesn't. Can I just sleep in your bed? Can I just sleep in your bed? It's hard to believe the kingdom is the... That's a lot of Thrones of Guardia right there. Yeah. I put my sodas in the worst place. There we go. Knocking my mic around. Super professional. Yeah, Cloth and Pop, have you listened to the music, at least, of Chrono Trigger? Since it's lauded as one of the, greatest, I know you haven't played, but it's lauded as one of the greatest, like, video game soundtracks of all time. Royalty never understands their privilege. I agree. I agree with that woman's frustration. Yeah, Chrono Cross is great. That soundtrack is probably the best thing about Chrono Cross. Yeah, I gotta keep not using the joystick. Joystick kinda works for this, but it's not as good as just the D-pad, like it was meant for on the Super Nintendo. No, the guitar one is Chrono Cross. You should get into the music of Chrono Trigger. You'd like it. It's great composition. There's videos on the internet that analyze it way better than my fucking lazy bassist ass. Oh, you're cute. I forgot. Yeah, it's like, no one's here. Oh, no, yeah, narratively, Chrono Cross's plot was a mess. Narratively, Chrono Cross was a mess, 117. Yeah, it had some good bones, and then it just, yeah, again, like, a big portion of why people like Chrono Trigger is because they loved the characters, and if you have so many characters, you can't bond with any of them. None of them have enough time. But with Chrono Trigger, I know some people that, like, love Chrono Cross, but with Chrono Trigger, it's like the perfect RPG. Welcome, make yourself at home. Yep, nope, because I live here, and it'd be weird if I got a hotel unless I was, like, looking to make, like, a date. You know what? Yeah, my mom just gave us. Let me play you Song in Return. Yeah. A little foreshadowing there. I'm just sitting here. I'm just gonna listen to it for a bit. Hey, again, thank you for joining me. I know most of you from Nerdcore that are commenting in the room, but I appreciate it. It gives me something to do in the afternoon, lets me socialize. Keeps me normal. I play 2 D&D games weekly, not enough. Yeah, that big map. I think, there might be a game like that. There might be a game out there like that. Dorks indeed, Shane. Okay, what are you doing at the bar? No, I haven't been to the fair yet. What? What are you doing here? Get to the fair. Get to the plot, player. The plot is at the fair. Get to the plot. Sorry, this is a JRPG. I'm gonna go everywhere that I shouldn't go first in a town to check every pot and every vase. And I see that chest back there that I can't get to, and it breaks my heart every time. No, I do love this sort of like. No, I don't. I don't need to stay here. My house is over there. I do love that this kind of couches the tutorial and like the guidance of the early game in villager speak. I always thought that was pretty good. No, I don't remember that earthquake. Yeah, well, I'm an airhead. What if I talk to you again and say yes? Man, you just asking for trouble. As we all know, Chrono Trigger. Oh yeah, this box has been. Oh. That sound. We're gonna hear it a lot. Early game. Mysterious. Oh, it reset the music. I was really enjoying the piano piece. I should have done some legwork. I used to know all the names of the songs off the top of my head, but age and time has addled me. I always wanted to go to this fountain. I always felt like they should have made an asset, like a little map for the fountain. So let's just go into the mayor's house. Yeah, sure. Ah, the tutorial house. That's what this truly is. This kid needs to calm down. See, now this is, I was just talking about how good the villager speak was at tutorial, and then they did this. Like, this was a Super Nintendo game. There were 6 buttons to press, plus start and select, and the D-pad. It didn't take a lot of time to experiment. No, I did not. I'm pretty sure I know how to do it. Nope. I will take that potion. Cough and Pop, this is absolutely, the kind, that's the story. There's time travel, there's all manner of, things that you kind of go back in time and forward, but this was the earliest one, the earliest big one. Yeah, if you haven't played, Chrono Trigger Cloth, this will be easy a way for you to absorb it. Yeah, it's cool because there's, like, you can watch all the endings, of course, on YouTube. There's multiple endings. Like, this was crazy when it came out. Yeah, you know what? Actually, let me... Are they talking about tents and cabins? Yeah, they're talking about tents and cabins. What's up, kids? Oh, yeah, it lets you move this. Yeah, there were a lot of, like, weird little functions in this game. Let's see if I can get around all the furniture and get upstairs. Yeah, look at all these beautiful sprites. Look at that armored sprite. Like, that guy just looks like a badass. You can imagine what he looks like. Yeah, Ocarina of Time, definitely, Shane, is way influenced by this. Final Fantasy VII was influenced. Pretty much, this made RPGs better as a game. It really set a bar of, it's like, how much Bond... Square in the Super Nintendo era could do no wrong. Oh, yeah, sure, let's learn about text. Oh, there's that beautiful battle music. I don't believe this was in the original Super Nintendo release. I believe they made this for the the PlayStation re-release, as far as like these like tutorial like level areas. But I'm fine with it. This is one of my favorite bass lines of all time. Yeah, I'm just banging through the plot here to remind me about what kind of different texts there were. Let's see if I can fix my mic audio while I'm going through this. Let's not mess with it too much. Okay, let's get around you, get to this. Come on. Give me that money. Yeah, I think that guy. No, I've played RPGs before. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of this. It's enough of the tutorial building that's a library somehow, but not a library. Atari Jaguar, Cloth and Pop. Jesus, an Atari Jaguar. So, let's save. I want you to know that... No, we're not going to quit. Party's just Chrono. Okay. One day later in the game, we will probably find a Fritz. Probably a sea monster I'm gonna have to fight. You know what? I just saved. What happens if I say yes? What happens if I immediately say yes? Everything's like, go to the fair, and I'm like, yeah, fuck that. Ferry ride. Kid wants to ride the ferry. They take the ferry every chance they get. What is this area? I don't remember this. Is that banging tune though? Oh, I see. You can just go there. Okay. No chests. That's all I'm really looking for. See what's going on with this mayor's manor. Yeah, I got no shame. There's my chicken. Get my 10 gil back from that piano song. Capitalism, folks. It'll make you shame yourself for money. That is some real shit. The children are slipping away from us. It's so painful to see. Jesus. You know, this game played predominantly by 12-year-olds. It's like, oh, emptiness. And that must be what that is. Oh, look, 2 mystery guys. Oh, I'll get to you. I'll get to you. Ooh, I got a shelter. Too real indeed. That's what I love about good classic JRPGs. They're like, we need things for people to say. What are things that people say? And then they get into it, and you're just like, oh god, life is dark in Japan, and just the world. I don't need that depression. I've already got problems. Yeah, well, he's clearly greedy. He talks about how much he loves money. Like, it's not hard to grasp, kid. Okay, let's see what else this town has to offer. Let's go into this residence. What's going on here? They also want to go to the fair. Are you keeping an eye on their house? Can I take things from their house? What? We're immediately beelining. Something upbeat. Okay, this is too upbeat. This is too intense. Give me a sad one. There we go. Oh man, imagine if like your categorization was monster. It's like, you're a monster, right? It is a sad tale, and a tale that I will be more involved in deeply. What? I didn't remember how well they had foreshadowed everything in this game, where they're just like, oh yeah, here's some things, you'll probably get involved with them later once you start time traveling. No thanks. Go, that's a new game plus, right there. Ooh, I mean, like, I don't even kind of have the money for this. Do I have anything? Oh no, I just got the potion in the shelter. Alright, that was cool. I don't think I'd ever gone to poor first when I was younger. Now, normally there'd be random battles, but I think they're not doing that right now. Because I haven't really started the game, per se. Can't go into that forest. Like, I think I need to go to the carnival before there's battles, but it's cool that they give you a little bit of the map. Over the bridge. Now I'm finally gonna go to Lucas' house. I'm not gonna bother with the castle. Fuck the rich. Lucas' house is dope. I wanted to live here so badly as a kid. I'm like, I just want like batteries and transformers. It would smell awful, but it would be cool. It's got all this shit. It's the back living kitchen area. By the way, take a lesson, fucking Animal Crossing. Look at how fast all of the rooms load. Animal Crossing. And I'm in a house, and it just loads, and then it loads, and then it loads, and it takes brief moments. As opposed to being in my own house. Let's go talk to... Well then, finally to the fair it is. Fair's gonna be real exciting to watch because I'm gonna have to grind tickets so that I can, play fair games. And, make sure to get my Chrono clone. Also, I love betting on the race. This is a really clever way to kind of have fun with like a smaller space. I mean, I know where I want to go, but I'm gonna go to different things first. Yeah, no, this was the big step in JRPGs on the SNES. The sprites are a little taller than, say, the Final Fantasy sprites. They got the artist, the guy who does all the Dragon Ball Z art. He did the designs for the character art-wise, for like the booklet and the cover. Yeah, like this was the moment that they came up with it, like to fill it in and kind of imply a lot more. Always bet on the Green Ambler. Will do. Will do. Oh, what's this guy? Ooh. See, has that nice little convenient thing. Yeah, but what's my defense currently? That is a big jump. And I do love... You know what? Fuck it. Why not? Let's get right into it. Normally I don't buy things. Let's equip. Look at that convenient equip menu, like right there. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna hold off on that, but I might come back for it. They are lined up. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, try and guess this. Sure, let's do it. I'm gonna take the advice and bet on the Green Ambler. There probably is. I think it's this old guy right here. Come on, Green Ambler. Come on, Green Ambler. Come on, buddy. But I listen to my Twitch community first. Well, that cat just fucking took off. Well, didn't get that one. He is ambling. Yep. Yep, exactly. But yeah, like this is such a fun, like, to start an RPG with this. I'm a named character that looks awesome. You can buy this one. Or if you have a stupid amount of money, this one. Or a lot of amount of money. Gotta get that out of my language. A lot of money, you can buy this one that over doubles your attack. We're gonna hold off, though. We're gonna hold off. Oh, we'll be seeing you, Melquire. We'll be seeing you. What's up, old lady? In 400 years, you should be thankful and peaceful. You know, I don't remember this game. Nope. Nope. Not quite. Come on. There it is. There it is. Hell yeah, 1 silver point. Suppose if I got in a really good rhythm with this, I could probably just, like, spam this forever, and it would be the most exciting Twitch you'd ever watched, is just me just playing this one bell game over and over again. Because obviously I've kind of figured out the rhythm of it. Isn't this what you want to watch? You just want to watch me just hit this bell over and over again? That's why you came to my Twitch channel. That's what we all remember about Chrono Trigger, right? Is the bell spamming. Oh, I took my eyes off the prize. I've lost my rhythm. There it is. Okay, that's enough of that. Wait, where's my boy? Did that replace? That didn't replace that one guy, did it? Or is he on the other side? Did that replace the fight with the dude? The early fighting? Maybe I'm just in the wrong area. Okay, good, good, good. Oh, I was in a panic for a moment. This is the guy. This is the guy you fight. Yeah, Gato. High stakes battling. Oh, he fucks you up too. Oh. Just wrecked. But, you know. And then you just sort of spam them. No, you don't need the super sword. Oh yeah, I'm not healed yet. I should probably heal before I go to spam that. That was pro gamer moment from Steve. Pro gamer moment. We'll get back to him. So I think they made that harder. So there's the thing I can steal. I'm not gonna. Not gonna. Oh yeah, here. Let's, I suppose I don't need it right now. Come on. No. Nope. Nope. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, drinking contest. Let's do it again. Drinking contest. Equip the rainbow. Alright. I got a cat to find. What's over this way? Oh yeah, this! Hella foreshadowing. Hell yeah, going in. That's what you do. That's what I do in life. I put down a 12-pack a day of Diet Pepsi, so... That can't be healthy for my kidneys, but that's a problem for 50-year-old Steve. Ah! I like this because there's like no benefit to it. It's just a fun little thing that they let you do. It's sort of like, yeah, you know, we created these animations, and so like let's let them dance a little bit. Okay, where's your cat? I feel like I saw a cat earlier, but over here. I know I saw a cat somewhere. Obviously not that racing cat. Maybe it was up top again. Oh, I'll get to you. I will get to this. That's gonna be me for a while. Oh, there it is. There it is. There's a cat. Where'd that cat go? Can't remember if it meanders around between maps. There it is. Oh yeah, it follows me this way. Come on, come on. This way. There we go. Where's your cat? Yeah, because I'm a good fucking person, that's why. I see a side quest about obtaining a cat, and I fucking get that cat. That's how you do it. Okay, I think it's time to go to the tent that I've been avoiding. Yeah, Biggs. Wedge. Piet. I don't remember which one is Piet. I took my eyes off of it for a bit, and that's on me. Fuck that up. Alright, it's time to fight Gato. Which means it's time to buy a good sword. Yeah, we know you live on the continent to the east. Let's get some potions. Potion all the way up. Let's see if with a better sword we can deal with this robot punch boy. Because if I recall correctly, the 80 level of silver points, if I get it, gives me a doll of myself, which I will need for a later game. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, give me my silver. You know what, I think now that I remember how to do this, you're gonna watch me grind some gateau for a little while. And by a little while, I mean like a few battles. Kid. I don't think you should be. Swing that potion. Not the right time to attack him. I let him counterattack me. That was foolish. Yeah, now he's too far away to counterattack. There it is. Yeah. Oh no, I've lost, and it seems you've won. Here, 15 points. Now, wasn't that fun? Greatest bars, all-time bars from Gato, the rapper. Oh, I already leveled up. How nice of this game. Does it tell me what I need to go to the next level? I don't think it actually does in this game tell you. Should cover the track on the next release. We'll see what the next release is. Inventory. Use. This is what I bought you. I'm supposed to record next week with Bill Beats to get some more of the main album done. But who knows if I decide to do, like, another. Yep, let's get into it. Why? Why did I attack? I know he's just gonna knock me around a bit. There we go. Put him down with this next attack. Grinding Gato. That's what this. That's the fun streams, right? Just watching me grind this robot over and over again. No, of course I've wanted to do a Chrono Trigger album forever. And just haven't. It's really dependent on if I find beats, but it's also kind of been done, probably by better rappers than me. And so I don't want to tread on what they've already done, but at the same time, I love Chrono Trigger's soundtrack, like every nerd who's played it, basically. Okay, and I'll just put him down on this next attack. It's gonna get me real close, but then he'll go down. And then I will win, and I will get my 10 experience. Controlled grinding, folks. I'm just gonna grind out another level. I need the points for the 3-card Monty Cup and Ball or Cup and Ball hidden game. Anyway, spend money to make money, or spend money to make XP, at least. Oh, I do have Cyclone. Should start using that. I'm gonna. Come on. Oh, I learned Cyclone now. This is the most concern that I kind of had doing this is because, you know, it's a JRPG in the Super Nintendo era. You have to grind a bit. That's just how the system works, if you will. But again, I'm just going to level 3 here. If you have been following me, let's do Cyclone. Let's see what that does. That's dope. It's a dope animation. I should have done it not when he was ready to counterattack, but it's a dope animation. It only does like a little bit more, so I don't know what the value is of it on a single target. But we'll see. I managed to do it a little bit faster. There we go. We got to level 3. We can take a break from Chrono and try the little, like, hidden card switcheroo game. Nope. Oh wait, I don't want to be up here. I want to be down there. Okay, let's try this again. We're going to start with the level 10 one. We're going to do this right. I'm going to keep looking at it. Biggs, Wedge on the outside, Pete on the inside. I believe that's Pete. Yeah. Got my little doll to spruce up my room. Definitely middle. Definitely middle. I will, on the other hand, how many do I have left? I have 88. I'm not going to go... I'm going to have to fight Gatto a little bit more. Because he's the fastest way for me to make coin. Well, him in the beer drinking contest. But yeah, so middle was right. Thank you, MC117. Or Jeremy. Yeah, you know, for those of us that know. Do 40 points. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I can't remember I'm gonna waste one just because everything's backwards. So, right arm, left arm. Maybe everything's backwards. Maybe it's done it right. We're gonna find out. So I'm just gonna do left arm, right arm, laugh, and surprise. Nope. Immediately fucked it up. Immediately fucked it up. Wish it would let me, like, kind of, like, try them out to make sure I had my buttons mapped right. So, left arm, so that was laugh. Y is laugh. So I need, surprise is B. Left arm is X, and right arm is Y. Or right arm is A. Okay, so I just need to kind of hold the controller in a certain way. Motherfucker. This is gonna take me a little bit of time to get used to that. You know what? We can progress a little bit here. I might grind this one off camera. Let's just hit her. There we go. I'm just gonna grind up that game off camera because that's not very interesting to watch streaming. It's right here. Anyone can see it. It's right. Come here. Come here. Seller shit. Seller shit. I love that. No, I'm a good boy. Just, no, you can't have it back. I came immediately to you with it. To be like, I got it now. Finders keepers. Sure. I love her jump animation. Oh, we're gonna go with Marl. I'll accept Marl. I'm not about that money. I'm not about that capitalism life. I'm about doing good deeds. I'm a good little boy. So I know they did the Final Fantasy remake, but I desperately want the Chrono Trigger remake. I think they'd have to do it in the Dragon Quest style. Yeah. That's fun to watch. It's like, oh, she was close enough to it. She gets punched a bunch. Thanks for coming and joining me. Isn't this fun? Don't you love getting hit by a robot? We're gonna grind her up a bit, too. Not in a sexual way. Just grinding up that XP. way easier with 2 people. Not gonna deny it. How we looking? How we looking? Ooh, inventory. Wait. Does she have... she needs 8 EP. Do one more. One more with Gato, see if we can survive this one. Oh, fuck you. That's fine. She'll put him down. But yeah, I love that jump celebration animation of hers. It's like one of the best. It's the best. It's one of... So, what's great about sprite animation is kind of doing more with less. And Chrono Trigger really owns it up. Final Fantasy VI does it too, where it was really like when they got to the end of the SNES console and they really figured out how to maximize the like little animations and give the characters a feeling of real personality. You can tell the difference between it and Final Fantasy IV/2 as it was originally released in the US for North America. But that's enough of that. You know what? You know what? How many silver points do I have? Okay, I have 53. We're gonna try this one more time. Yeah, this is on Steam. I'm trying to legally do all of my streaming. I have in the past had ROMs, although I did own the games I had ROMs for because I had a bunch of Super Nintendo JRPGs, and that's essentially what I did. But I try to keep it legal for all of the dying of exposure streaming stuff. Because that's what's important. I grabbed assets from the games directly, as that seems to be allowed for the design work. And in the D&D stream that we do, I make sure to do it. It doesn't seem to lag. I don't have a super powerful laptop. I have like a 2 gig video card, which lets me do Premiere Pro video editing. I'm normally a console gamer. I have a PS4 right next to me, here, and then I have an Xbox One X. I have a couple of those in the house, and I have a Switch, but I'm much more of a console gamer than I am a PC gamer. But I figured, you know, since Chrono Trigger was there and I wanted a nice like turn-based thing, and I've not done a lot of Twitch streaming with actual gaming before. Like, the D&D campaign is a Twitch stream, but it's not like I interact a lot with the audience there. I'm working on GMing or dungeon mastering for the party, so I'm not having to interact a lot. Okay. X is left arm, A is right arm, Y is laugh, and B is surprise, so... Laugh, surprise, left arm, right arm. I'm gonna do this right this time. Gotta stay focused. Gotta stay focused. They really make you earn that. Oh yeah, that's the doppel-doll. So that gets me what I need for the campaign, so I can move on from that. Well, let's go look at my doppel-doll back in my house. I thought it was 80 that was the doppel-doll. Thank fucking God. I'd like to say it's like, oh yeah, I'm really good at video games, but I'm not particularly good at video games. Like, I can play the Final Fantasy VII remake on normal. Oh, I like that she just sits. I didn't know about that. Go look at my house. Hey, Mom, I brought a girl home. I just met her. I ran into her. Oh, it was just my imagination. Running away with me. Look at that. And he cycles through various things. I love this stance. That's my favorite stance of Chronos. It's just like the thinking man stance. Oh, and it plays a little song. I forgot it played a little song. Maybe it didn't in the Super Nintendo version. That's the only version I played of this, is the Super Nintendo version. So I never played the PlayStation 1 version of it. I saw the FMVs and I've watched them on YouTube. But I only ever played the Super Nintendo, which is why it's probably been more than 15 years or about 15 years since I last played it. Because I don't have a lot of time to go back and play retro games. But now that I've monetized my entire life for content, no. It's just, this gives me an excuse to kind of relax and have some good middle afternoon stuff between chores and video editing and all that good stuff. Got my normal non-streamed D&D campaign tonight, and I'm excited to do that. Got some planning for that, and then some just household chore stiff. Alright, what do you say, old man? See if you're right. Try that steel runner. See if the old man scenario is correct. Go, steel runner, go. Go. Steel runner, you are not killing it. Get in the way, get in the way, get in the way of him. Okay, try that out. So we're myth busting this old man's guesses to see if he's guiding me correct. So he wasn't right about that one, but that was the one he guessed before. So now I'm gonna see if maybe he's like 2 out. Because it was Steel Runner this time, and he guessed Steel Runner. And then he guessed Green Ambler. So now I'm gonna try Green Ambler again, and we're gonna see if Green Ambler is the winner. True science here. Green Ambler has burned me in the past, but maybe not this time. A little bit so you can all see my mouth. Well, it looks like it's gonna be Steel Runner again. I don't think this old man knows nothing, so I think that myth is busted. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know any more than I know. Yeah, no lag so far, but admittedly I haven't done a lot so far. Who's this old lady? What's she got going on? Come on. No, I haven't heard the gossip. Tomboy's a bit problematic, but you know, 90s. Do you have different gossip? Nope, just the one. Let's go dancing. Well, I want this woman to see me drink, because I'm so very... I am competitive. Well, Chrono's competitive. I'm not competitive. Let's dance. Let's get up here and dance. Come on. Oh, yeah. Does she spank her? She literally spanks her butt. I did not know that. I like that they repurposed the climbing animation as a dance here. That's pretty cool. So let's see. Chrono Trigger came out in the mid-90s. That meant I was like 12, 13, maybe 11. Somewhere there. Pre-puberty. Oh yeah, I have to actually like find Marl's thing. Or find Luca's thing. Where is Luca's thing? Where are you, Lucas thing? Where is Luca's thing? If anyone remembers, that would be super cool if you were to tell me. Because I don't. I can't remember what triggers... triggers her being accessible. Maybe I go back to the castle. Maybe I fuck with her at the castle. No, I'm pretty sure I don't go through the forest yet. Oh yeah, I wanted to go into my house and maybe... I can't remember if you can sleep in your house. Come on. In my headcanon, we just hook up right there. Ah, there it is. Classic JRPG rules. Just wander around and talk with people until somebody triggers the thing. I don't hardly have the money anymore, which is sad, but it's the way of life. No, I'm not having her sell the pendant to you. It's not how this works. Do one more good Gato fight. Yeah, let me soak that damage. I'm a big muscly boy. I love that there's like this obvious strategy. If it's like, don't attack it, well, it's so close to counterattack that it'll just counterattack you and really wreck your shit. And I'm just like, nah, I can always sleep. A quality of life here would have been a way to like zoom through this portion. But I understand why they didn't do it. They probably weren't expecting most players to just like grind the hell out of it. But I'm an extremely casual boy, and I will take the casual battle. Go, and then I can run back and sleep. And Marl is now... It's Marl! I always pronounced it Marl. I've never checked if it's supposed to be Marley. For me, it's always been Marl. I like the name Marley, so if it is Marley, that would be super cool. Okay, let's go back to my house. Real quick. I also did the JRPG thing so that I could just like play with one hand. Probably should have just done this instead of potions, but I was lazy. Potions weren't that expensive. Quick little save. Everybody's at level 3, which I like. She's real close. I might have her learn this before I progress the game. And then we'll get into some plot. For those wondering why I'm running the way I am, it's because I'm using the D-pad with my pinky. Shout out to Bass Pinky. You've made my pinky very strong. Although it's been a while since I played a lot of bass, so it's weakened a bit. I love the active battle time system because it gives me enough to kind of encourage me to pay attention without having me do anything. I thought she was supposed to learn aura at this point, but maybe not. Oh, she still needs 3. And he still needs fucking 82, so I'm not gonna fight this 3 more times. That was a little unnecessary. A little unnecessary aside, but let's go back. Okay. I mean, teleporter technology is the dream, right? Like, instantaneous travel, no longer needing to worry about real estate near cities and accessibilities. If we ever got something like teleporter technology, it would change the landscape of how humanity lives and how spread out it can be, and it would give us all space. There are no dual techs yet. That's not something you get this early on in the game. Dual techs, though, are one of the best things. The fact that your party makeup gives you access to different moves, and those different moves do different things to different enemy types, is one of the best strategy moments in RPG history. It's such a nice early way to do it. And I love it. In a world without Star Trek, nobody knows what the word teleport means. I suppose I didn't think about that. Teleporters would definitely destroy the shipping industry, right? Like, you just wouldn't need it. So you'd have all these people maintaining teleporters. That would be its own job. But long-haul drivers, long-haul truckers, trains that do shipping, barges, all of that would just go away in the blink of an eye. But on the flip side, it means that the accessibility of the world would be so high. I would assume that teleporters would be treated in our society like... initially like plane travel, where you'd have all these security checks and everything, and it would be kind of a nightmare at first, but eventually I assume it would be more like bus travel, where, you know, you check in, there's an ID, they check your ID, and then that's pretty much it. It would definitely be monetized at first, but eventually the technology would be cheap enough that I think most people would just have teleporters. And there'd definitely be public teleporters. Public transportation is super key to tearing down the state. And as an anarcho-socialist that I am, that's what I want. All right, let's talk to Luca. I'm just gonna get on this teleporter. Nothing will go wrong. Amazing. Do that little power stance. Apparently it's a little astonishing. Yeah, automation is killing shipping, which is fine. I am pro automation. I don't like that the government isn't handling it very well and making us all have to like suffer for it. But I am actually pro automation because it's the way that we begin the steps of walking toward a non-capitalist society, a society where people have to deal with things like universal basic income because money is fake and it's just a fiat currency that's a point counter system, and we can adjust how that works in the future. It's not insane. Never worked. Oh, good. I'm glad that your daughter's closest friend was like a good test subject for you. So I've always been like, there's the historical Chrono Trigger sort of like who would you go for? And, you know, obviously Frog is the choice. But between Luca and Marl, who makes the most sense? Or who are people pursuing? And number one, Cave Girl. Team Cave Girl, if I'm picking toward my proclivities and sexualizing sprite characters, you know, like I want to do as a cis-het, or as a cis-het white male. But, for me, I've never really picked up. This could have just been a throuple, and a throuple would have been dope. I didn't know about poly back in the days when I used to play this and argue in forums about it. Nothing will go wrong, right? Nothing? The music's not changing for any reason, right? That sparkle means nothing. Oh, shit. God, the music cues on this are so good. This song needs to be looped for a hip-hop track. Talk to Bill Beats about that. Move along. Girl's gone. It's fine. Do it. Do it. Yeah, I'm going after her. I'm a big damn hero. That's why I play video games. I don't play video games to be like, well, that was traumatic, but I'm going to go back to my normal life. Like, there's games for that. There's sim games and stuff like that, and Animal Crossing, certainly, but... Yep, get it going. time travel. Little slider sequence, if you will. That's dimensional travel, but same sort of epic. I'm in an awesome little grove. Didn't we didn't we... Too far. Shouldn't have wasted it, but that's fine. I'm strong. I'm a strong boy now. Did a few levels with Gato, knowing that this was coming. Get some money back. Rob some corpses. Ooh, listen to that music and that gentle hiss. No soundtrack. Terrifying. Really? Let's just hammer through. Let's not get cute. Make sure I don't take any unnecessary damage. There is a little bit of lag on the like you've got things like the after battle lag. Come on. Directionality. Ooh, what's Power Glove? Headband gives me speed +1, but Power Glove gives me more attack, and I think that balances itself out. So I think I'm gonna go Power Glove. I'm definitely getting these chests though. Oh, potion, clutch. Don't have any healing magic of any kind. It's funny, I like playing a healing main character in places that you can do that. Just use the potion now. Yeah, that'll pretty much maximize my use of it. Come in. Swinging. This is where we use the tech. Get him. Get him, Chrono. And there, folks, is the strategy. Clustered enemies love Cyclone wrecking their shit. Got a potion for the one I used. Doesn't look like there's anything else here. I can hear those birds, though. What happened? What happened? Firstly, let us save. We're gonna do second save slot just in case I want to go back. I can't go back and do that thing. This is... I believe this is 680, and it's one of my favorite, like, just chillin' to it tracks. Plus, it's very remixable. Fiendlord's army, day and night, fighting to restore the realm's peace. I love that JRPGs understood in like their era that like when you leave something, and this of course started with the original Zelda, but I mean it started with early game development. When you leave things alone, people are going to poke and investigate. You don't have to tell them or like put like a prompt like, oh, maybe she traveled back to the past, or where should I go? you know that that's where you should go. You understand that that's where you should go because you understand that you want to explore the world, and exploration of the world is kind of part of an RPG. Like obviously Skyrim Post had taken it way up to a level beyond what anyone back in the 90s could consider. And Grand Theft Auto and games like that also help to kind of move that marker with the open world sandbox kind of style. But it's like people want to talk to NPCs. They want to look around and see what they can do. That choice of having that character like walk in. Yeah, no railroading in Breath of the Wild, MC117. And that's the key, is it's like you want to kind of test your limits and see where you can go, but you're also going to investigate things that you see. You're going to talk to people that you don't know. We as a society, as a group of people, and by we I mean the world, has like the idea of, it's like, if I don't know where I am, I have to ask somebody. If I don't know what to do, I talk to things. I wander around, I methodically search an area. Oof. Tough times. Wish you had a ferry for that. Oh, I'm gonna get to you. I'll buy him a drink. I like that they make these options real simple, so it's very unlikely that a player's just not going to have the money. And there's like a nice little lead for where you might go later. No, but I will be going up to your rooms to look if there are any chests. Only the mystery. Let's hit it again. This is also a nice thing where it's like these weren't put here by someone 100 years ago or even 400 years ago. This was old and been here since time immemorial. So that also foreshadows that you're going to maybe get to go back further in the past. And then a nice little thing that doesn't spell it out for you. There's the bell. There's the bell that was right in the center of town. It's little things. It's little lore builds that this game does so well. That good bronze helm if I had the money. But I don't. Been in Your Cups is a great translation of classic language for drinking. I like it as a choice because it takes a little bit of critical thinking, but if you understand language, you're like, oh, you mean, are you drunk? Their Fiend Lord War is clearly a war on terror. And then you go out, and if you explore around a little bit, you see that the Zenon Bridge is broken down. Hell yes, Sir Cyrus. You can see you can't even get to where Luca's house was. And so, here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna save, and we're gonna try to do something in an order I never tried to do it in. That'll be probably the last task of the stream. This is a banger of a track. I don't know if I ever went here before. The story sort of drags me here. Come on. Nothing going wrong here. Delicious. Tee-hee-hees are always like totally normal. Okay. So they basically keep them out of the way, keep you from discovering the thing. I think the thing, if I recall correctly, I think the pipe organ in the cathedral kind of reveals things. Another great track. Oh, I'm gonna fuck you guys up. One and done, son. That's how Chrono rolls. Get that money. Get them potions. Oh yeah, and then they roll on the balls. This was always so cute. But not cute enough not for me to wreck. I'm already over leveled for the area because I don't think they expect you to like level yourself up on Gato like that, but yeah, I love that like, oh look, there's a thing here, and then you go to look at it and it's a trick. But there was a strength capsule right there. What does strength capsule do? I don't remember. Permanently raises strength by 1. That's going to my boy Crones. Permanent. My boy Crones here. Nope, not that way. Come on. Come out. How to roll a little furry ball creature to only get obliterated by some rando you meet in the woods. Yeah, it's like, guys, this rolling feature, like, it's gonna make me the ultimate battle guy. Come here. Ooh, 6 damage. Oh, another 6 damage. What am I to do? Yeah, as far as these people know, I'm just this monster that comes in and just wrecks, like, super overpowered. The power dynamic or the power disparity between these two is just, or between me and these villains, is just not fair. Make sure I've hit everything. Okay, I have. Check every bush. Can you steal cars? No, Noir Grime. You cannot steal cars in this. You can, unfortunately, this is a much more benign RPG. So we're going to head up to the castle. We are going to save again. Save often and save always. You don't play Mass Effect, Morgrime. You don't play Mass Effect. You do get hella rickrolled by a robot in the past. In the past future. Future past. It's so good. I am so excited. My squad has always been Robo and Frog. That's always been like the two mains, if you will. I'm not seeing your face. You look like you're dressed weird. Let's arrest you. Very, very, very authoritarian. This is totally Queen Lean and not the girl I met earlier. Something strange about him. His fashion's off. This is like when I was in high school and like European exchange students would come through and their fashion would look gently weird, and I wouldn't understand because I didn't know enough about like fabric cuts and seams and sort of clothing styles back as a teenager to understand like why it looked weird. It just did. Yeah, the shit he goes through is super fucked up. Magus, or Magus, depending on how you want to pronounce it, is definitely a great character. Does anyone ever pick the sword version, rather than having just a ballin' ass party member? Magus becomes one of my mains. That's a lot of food, bro. That's like a me amount of food, and I love it. Nom 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 nom. Wonder if the noms were in the original translation. Oh, I will. I will eat my fill. Confidence, always good. I hope I have to do some mission where I collect ingredients. I can't remember if that's a part of this game or not. Ice cream pun. But yeah, Jericho, Magus definitely becomes, like, so critical. Ooh. Didn't remember this. Yep, that's right. You put that guy in his place. He might have rank over you, but you run the kitchen, and everybody needs to eat. Let's talk to these two. I am shipping the commander and the master of kitchens. Oh, Phil. Let's miss that chest. Oh, okay, so not sexual. That's probably for the best then. Jericho, I'm with you on that. Probably for the same reason. I just, as a kid, God, I'm trying to remember. I used to mispronounce Chocobo. I think I pronounced it Chocobo. You know, I used to mispronounce Ryu's name as Ryu because of the Y as an American English thing. And so you just kind of have to get past that. Oh, yes. You're gonna give me the free heals. I mean, yeah, it doesn't make any sense for the plot. It's weird that I'm just, like, allowed to sleep in a bed here in this garrison. I just figure that unless you, like, play Japanese games enough or have heard it, like, Ryu versus Ryu, Jericho, I think it is forgivable because it's like, in English, we would absolutely pronounce it with that I. Yeah, so, yeah, exactly. But I'm fine with it. I've learned my lessons. I try to pronounce, once I learn the right pronunciation for something, I try to do it. Indeed, Boo-Ha Jones, Chocobo, and Chocolate. Chocobo. It sort of just makes sense as a kid. Nice little prompt, like, hey, you wouldn't know this naturally, but you can totally get your hit points back here. All right, we're gonna get to the next little bit of story. Yeah, it is. It's pronounced Masamune, MC-117. I always, as a kid, pronounced it Masamune, and then I heard the pronunciation of Masamune, and I was like, okay, I guess that's what it is. Yeah, well, you're a rapper, so as MC Frontalot said, or a parody artist or a singer, depending on what song you're talking about. But as MC Frontalot says, the words do what we want them to do. It's the beauty of language, and the English language especially. We can just get away with stuff. Let's just walk right past the king and his guards. Got any things for me in here? This is clearly where Rumpelstiltskin's gonna make me spin straw into gold. Just gonna casually rob your thing. Gonna trigger that sound bit. Yeah. Just gonna rob the room. Come on. Ooh, give it. Or is that what I already have? Look at that good 6 jump. That's a solid 20% boost. Yep. They're not great. They're not great at guarding rooms. Can't trust people who go to a place of worship daily. That's a real strong questionable things. That bastard existence, Jericho, is exactly what I like about English. It's almost one of the most naturally developing languages because of that. If we have the phonemes in our language, we just say it. We don't manipulate the word, or we get it as close as to our own pronunciation as we can, and do it. And so it's what I love about English. I used to hate it. English major, so I used to hate it, but I've grown to like it a lot. It's very fluid, and I like that fluidity. What a dig! Dashing. Boo-ah, Jones. That is... The translation of games in the 80s and early 90s was great. It was terrible, but that's what made it great. It was almost like sweet. It was a little quaint. Leave me alone with this man that you've met. I'm sure this is fine. I mean, they're not going to say, no, your majesty, we suspect that you're going to fuck him. That's not what servants are for. I'm going to do the little surprise. I don't even do the surprise react. It's because Chrono always knew. I forgot to name her Lean so that this whole phrase didn't make any sense when she's like, they're calling me Lean for some reason. Well, that's your name. What's happening? The room's turning green. Oop, not good, not good. I'm sure this will work out fine. Hella spinning wheels in this castle, by the way. Oh, God, that no music thing. It's so intense. See, they'll tell me that they think that we fucked, but they wouldn't say it to her. No, I didn't want to talk to you. I want to talk to you that one. I mean, but I do. It did frustrate me as a kid. It's like, what did I do? But as an adult, I understand it. I'm a stranger. I'm in town. Politics always needs someone to blame. Hey, Luca. They think I'm strangely dressed. She was the princess? It should be. Chrono Trigger should be the reason for your justice. I really feel like it's funny when I talk to people who have played all these games and they didn't take like the moral lessons of the games very well. They took it in strange ways. I see. See, I love that this explains the problem with the like the butterfly effect in time travel in this little simple cutscene. Nothing questionable about that, Chancellor. Ooh, we need to upgrade your equipment, Luca. Not that much, though. Thanks, Jericho. Stream will be probably over here in a bit. In fact, I am about to get after it right now. I think it's a good time to wrap things up. These streams are going to last for about 2 hours every Thursday afternoon, and possibly more depending on if I enjoy doing this. I definitely want to play Chrono Trigger for more time than this, but I would like to also get chores done, make a video, and run a D&D campaign tonight. So for everyone that's been joining me on the stream, thanks for coming. Thanks for commenting in the chat. I really do appreciate it. It makes playing this entertaining. When I grew up as a kid, I played all of these games with my best friend. And so we'd always just talk and hand the controller between each other and, you know, grind and chit-chat and visit. It made playing the games a little bit easier. So thank you for joining the first Nostalgia Noontime. This will also go up on the YouTube, youtube.com/dyingofexposure. And remember to follow me on Twitch, like and subscribe over on the YouTube. Go to the website, dyingofexposure.com, and at social media, at Dying of Exposure, Facebook and Twitter. Thank you very much. Have a great day, and we'll see you at the next Noontime Nostalgia.